Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday evening. How's everybody doing? How have you recovered from your double down day hangovers? If you were double down daying all day yesterday, I am pleased to report. If you were on Mel Sprints this morning, you saw that I both ate food and remembered my meds. So like already crushing it today compared to where I was yesterday. So that's good. Yeah. So how has your day been? How's your weekend been? Don't have any Sunday scaries. We're not doing Sunday scaries here. We're doing all good vibes. I mean, we're doing all realistic vibes and we'll help you feel good about them. So, what are we all working on tonight? We're here from 7 until probably like 9:30-ish. If you are new here, hi, my name is Fox. I'm sprinting tonight on behalf of the Heart Breathings writing community. If you want more information about our writing community, there is a link in the description box, and you can go there and you can see our Google Calendar. We have sprints every single day. And we also have an awesome Facebook community, like very responsive, very supportive group. So I love it here. I remember when I was like a little not Heart Breathings writing community member multiple years ago, and I was like, someday I will be a streamer, and my dreams have come true. I just also want to preface this by saying there's police activity at the end of our street that's been going on for like 30 minutes. Well, maybe not 30 quite, maybe like 20 minutes. And so if I'm distracted, that's why I was on the scanner listening and I heard like our street intersection and then they said code 4 and I was like, Google, what is code 4? But I think that means it's stable. But I was like, but why are we still here then? So I don't know. So if you see me being a neb, that's what I am. I'm Nebby. It's fine. All right, let's see who all is here tonight. Oh, we're going to do 4 sprints. We're going to do 25, 25, 45, 25. The 25 final one is like, Sunday evening, kind of late if you're in the East Coast. So like if we have less people, we can do a shorter one there. We'll play that one by ear, but we'll do definitely 25, 25, 45. So Havern is here. Hello. Carla's here. Hello. It's people that I saw. You all have been sprinting all day because I saw you on Mel Sprints this morning. Hills, I saw you there too. Wait, Hills, 1987. You're not from Pittsburgh, are you? Because we had a store called Hills in the Pittsburgh area, and it was probably at its peak in 1987. And I just like put those two together, and it just made my heart very happy. Rita's here. Hello. Carla says, I should be cleaning my office after moving the furniture yesterday, but I'm going to skim a walking. Oh, gosh. Okay, that's a New England word that I don't know how to pronounce. Oh, so you're doing a walk. Oh, yeah. So wait, what's the details? How many miles? How many days? Is it going to be amazing? I know it's going to be amazing. You don't have to answer that one because I already know that part. But okay, I'm not going to try it because then they're going to take away my former New Englander card. Maybe you'll write a little. You can do all the things. We have time. We got plenty of time. Rita says today has been a repeat of yesterday with beta reading and watched a Sarah video. Meds are important. Yeah. Meds are important. And yesterday, oh boy, did we really feel the effects of meds are important. Health said, finish the proofread. Now need to finish the short story. Awesome. Hello, Hearth and Thread. I don't know if you have been here before. Hi. What would you like me to call you? I can call you by your username, or if you want to tell me your other name that you'd like to go by, that's fine. Kaylee says, hi, your hair looks so pretty. Thanks. Finishing your coffee and going out to work on fleshing out the last chapter of your novella. That's exciting. Carla said, went food shopping and a lecture at the Thoreau farm after You've been busy today, girl. Oh, Wachusett. Okay. It's a mountain. Oh, I love a mountain. Oh, European. It's 1 a.m., but you're a night owl. Okay. I was like, listen, in Pittsburgh, we had this, okay, and Hills had a snack bar, okay, and they had like the little slushy machine, and they had the best soft pretzels. And when you were a kid and you'd like go there and you'd do like your back to school shopping to get your little outfits for the year, and then at the end, if you were good, your mom would be like, you may have a soft pretzel and a cherry slushy. Wonderful. Oh, Julia. Hi, Julia. Haven't been here. Welcome. If you missed it or I didn't say it, I'm Fox. Hi. Good to have you here. According to Google, it's a 12-hour walk. Wait, didn't you say you were doing some kind of like walk for your birthday? Did I just imagine that in my mind? Y'all, that cop car is still there. What are they doing? See these people next door? They're going for a walk and they're trying to like see what's going on. We just got home from our walk because we had to finish our walk before my sprints, and we should have gone for our walk now. Okay, anyway, I'm going to be working on my planner. And I've been trying to back plan and catch up the planner spreads that I didn't finish when we were on our trip. So that's what I'm going to be doing this first sprint. My goal today had been to like get this all done and be able to actually write during my sprints tonight. So I don't know. I might write after, like after my stream is done, then husband's gonna make dinner. We're just grilling burgers, and then I might write after that and try to get this planner stuff caught up so I can start tomorrow. Start like the week with the planner week. I don't know. So we'll see. But let's get into our first sprint here. Walking from Concord, Massachusetts to Wachusett along Thoreau's routes. Oh. Okay, Julia says, not a writer, psychiatrist, and write long reports for the courts. Find these sprints so helpful for my writing. It's still it is, yeah, that is definitely. And it's good to have like friends when you're doing that kind of stuff because that can be like really, emotionally a lot. So yeah, it's good to be here with friends. Hi, welcome here. Glad to have you. You're spending the next 6 months getting ready for it. That's so exciting. Oh my goodness, that's so exciting. Like my dream in life is to hike the PCH over, not the PCH, the PCT, Pacific Crest Trail that goes from like the Mexico border up to the Canada border. That is like my dream someday. I don't know when I'm going to have time to do it. Okay, first of all, I got to finish my book. Then I got to sell my book. Then I got to go on my book tour. That'll give me the money to buy a van, or that'll give me the tax write-off to buy a van to support my book tour. And then when I have my van, I can quit my day job, and then I can plan for a hike. I have it all worked out. Okay. Fox, focus. Come on. Let's get into our first sprint here. I'm going to put 25 minutes on our timer. All right, got it there. I'm going to make sure that I share the timer screen. Oh, they're finally gone. Okay. Police activity has ended. I can go on with focusing with my life here. I'll see you all back in 25 minutes. All right, that's the end of sprint number 1. How did everybody do on that one? Let me get everything situated here. Okay, make sure my microphone is on. I made a little bit of progress on my back planning here. I'm putting in stuff from our trip. Once I actually get to the date, whoa, this is mirrored now. I changed my settings on my Restream, and now I have to like get my brain around it. I don't know if you can see. This is the week we were on vacation. The first week, like we were on Wednesday, we left Wednesday night. So once I'm trying to get my stuff filled in from the days before we left, which that's always the hardest, is like, what did I do that day? That's like interesting that I want to remember. And then once I get to the other part, will go faster because it's like we were busy doing things, going places. So that's what I was working on. I think in this next sprint, I'm going to go get myself an Alani and a snack. I'm thinking I'm going to try to just work on my planner for these sprints, and then after dinner try to do like a solid hour of writing. That's what I think I'm going to do, because then I will feel less behind tomorrow. That's my plan. So how did everybody else do? Let me see. I don't have comments loading here, so give me 1 second. I don't know why that is. Okay, if you're leaving comments, emotionally I'm supportive and I love you, but I can't see any new comments. There we go. Now they just loaded. Okay. Whew. I was like, what is going on here? Okay. Oh, my mom is here. There's a really interesting Ken Burns documentary on Thoreau that I recorded and I'm working my way through. Ken Burns documentaries are the stuff. That's good. I bet you, Carla, have you seen this? Probably. Carla loves Thoreau and Walden Pond. Kaylee says, making very slow progress. I hate rereading. Yeah, and you can fall into the trap of rereading and rereading and rereading, and like there's never a point where you're like, I did it, I finished it. Whereas like writing, you can be like, I hit this many words. That was my goal. I hit that many words. I finished that chapter, and it's like it's much, for some reason, at least for me, it's much harder whenever I'm reading and editing and planning things out like that. Rita says, read and made iced tea, just the powder kind. Next up will be eat supper and back to beta reading. Very nice. Iced tea sounds nice. It's a little bit more summery here today. It was breezing yesterday. Hill says, ended up writing the ARC email. Awesome. Very good progress, everybody. Did I get everybody's comments here? I feel like my comments are like not loading, and I don't know if I did the setting right or not. Maybe they are loading and everybody is just like chilling out and not commenting right now, but there's people, I can see people in the threads. Maybe you're all just in the zone, and that's what it is. So, mom says something here. Oh, mom's working on her memoir. She said, a memoir of stories of grandparents told me about their lives in Ukraine before they came to America. I know you were trying to share a link. Did you try to share the link, and did it not work? Because if it didn't work, I can share it. Let me get the link that you sent me. So, let me grab it here. It's a video with a Ukrainian song that she's been listening to. She sent it to me on the chat here. So 1 second, let me open this and I can share it with y'all. We follow Vicky Virgo on Instagram and Patreon. She lives in Ukraine, and she's an influencer, but she does a lot of like educational stuff. And it's been really neat because it's like things that we've always like, our family, my mom's side of the family is Ukrainian. And so like things that like were traditions for us that we like didn't know the like origin or how like it tied in. She talks about that kind of stuff a lot. And she made this like amazing, like current day Ukrainian music playlist. I was trying to see this song that mom went here. I'm going to put it in the comments here. This is a Ukrainian musician right now that she said she's watching the video because it's got good imagery to like help her visualize what she's writing. But yeah, there's a playlist that Vicky Virgo made on Spotify, and I like love it. And I was like, a lot of it's like electronic music, and it's like, I mean, it's in Ukrainian, a lot of it. Some of it's in English, some of it's in Ukrainian, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm listening to. I don't know Ukrainian, the language, but I'm like, I love all of this. So I'm like driving around Palm Springs with my windows down, just blasting Ukrainian music. I'm like, it's fine. Everybody probably loves this. Carla says, back to writing after a bit of an email exchange with a friend. One of your friends that you absolutely love, even if he's a Yankees fan and you're a Red Sox fan. Once he texted me from Yankee Stadium during the playoffs. Yeah, that's a brutal rivalry there. That's like Penguins fans and Flyers fans. Oh, there's the name of the musician. That's the link that I just shared for my mom there. That song. It's really cool. You should check it out if you like getting new music in your brain. That's a good one. So, all right, let's head into our next sprint. We're going to do another 25-minute one now. Let's get our Fox pulled up here. Change our sharing tab. 25 minutes. Look, I'm getting better at this. I'm a person. Listen, I had to send a PayPal today. Okay. I didn't know how to send a PayPal. I figured it out and it took a while. And like Danielle's like my bestie. She was stuck in a parking garage and she needed money to get out of it because she didn't have her card with her. So I was like, she's like, send me a PayPal. And I'm like, okay, I can do this. And it was like 15 minutes. And the whole time she was just like, have you used a computer before? Do you know what you're nope, click on the link. No, open it. Like I try my best. I did a technology thing. So look at me. I'm doing the technology thing. We're going to share the screen here. Kaylee says music is a universal language. Yes, I agree. Yeah. I know. I love Eurovision. Like I'm obsessed with it every single year. I get so excited. We found a place. We're going to be in Palm Springs next weekend. It's the grand finals on the 16th, I think. And we found a place in Palm Springs that's going to be showing it so we can watch it. And again, like last year, the song Bada Bada Bastu, which is about the sauna. Oh my God, brain. I can't think of the name of the band. It's all in Swedish. I don't know any of the words that I'm saying, but I'm just like Bada Bada Bastu. So yeah, I agree. I try my best. Hopefully I'm not saying anything that people would be like, that's a cuss word. How dare you? All right, here is our 25-minute sprint. Let's get into that, and I will see you on the other side. All right, that is the end of sprint number 2. How did everybody do on that one? Would you get done or not get done or just have a nice time? I made more progress, but I did decide to listen to my Eurovision. Like I have a mix of like all my favorite Eurovision songs. So I was listening to that. And then I was like, maybe I'll go on Reddit and see if they have predictions. No, Fox. No. You're not supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be doing creative projects tonight. My phone is making a sound. I feel like it is. Okay. I was like, the comments were super delayed. Like I could see them popping up on YouTube, but they weren't popping up yet on my restream. So I was like, what is going on? And then I forgot to turn it off in the background. So that's what was making that sound. But I made some progress. I got my Alani. We're doing today Blue Slush. Why did they? Okay, influencers do this, but that's not making mine work. Hi. Anyway, Blue Slush tonight. Also let Layla Grace out for potty. And one of the recycling boxes had fallen over and she was like losing her mind because she couldn't get through. We have like, when you come out the back door, there's steps down and then you can go to the side and there's steps down into the patio. And she usually like goes down the front and up the side. And her whole mind was blown because she like couldn't get up the side. And I was like, okay, let me go out and move the box and bring you back in. Her little brain. She's such a baby. She has to go to the vet tomorrow. If you were not on my stream last night, she was at the dog marathon yesterday, had a great time. And as we were leaving, one of the dogs that had come to join us bit her in the ear. So we're going to the vet tomorrow morning to get it checked out, make sure she doesn't need an antibiotic. I'm sure they're going to probably do that. But yeah. So it's been fun times. Let me add more things to my schedule tomorrow. So, all right, let's see what everybody was up to on that sprint. Hold on. Oh my goodness. We're getting there. Okay. There we go. It started like graying out the things that I have shared, which is nice. I don't know how I turned that function on, but I'm excited about it. So, okay. Julia says mostly admin stuff, but productive. Heffern says, yeah, Iceland is not in Eurovision. Yeah, which I'm bummed because I always love Iceland's entries, but I get it. They're not going to be in it. There's 5 total, I think, that have pulled out this year. But I do love Iceland every year. Like I love them. Like I'll never get over Dilja. I'm probably mispronouncing that. Not making the grand final. I thought she was robbed. And we love Dottie Freyr. My mom loves Dottie Freyr. That's how she found him from Eurovision. So we found a place in Palm Springs. It's going to be, I like to watch like the semifinals because I always end up falling for these groups that don't make it. Like Australia every year. I love them every year and they never make it. Okay. Electric Fields is like one of my favorite like current artists right now. Like my friend is moving to New Zealand. She's from Australia. She's moving to New Zealand. And I was like, listen, if Electric Fields ever comes to New Zealand for a show, you call me. Well, give me like 48 hours notice so I can get a plane, but I'm coming. But they got robbed. Dilja got robbed. San Marino gets robbed every year except for last year when I didn't like them, and then they made the grand final. So I like to watch that, but we're going to be in Palm Springs, so I'm going to tape that so I can watch all the semifinals that don't make the grand final, and we're going to watch the grand final. We found there's one of the gay bars there they do a Eurovision show every year, so we're going to go to that. Anyway, that's my long story. It's May. As soon as May 1st hits, that's like I shift into Eurovision mode and I get super excited. Carla is working through the story. Awesome. Kaylee says, making better progress now. I'm going to listen to music next sprint. I wish I had a proper playlist for this novella, but historicals are hard to make playlists for. Yes. Yeah, I can imagine that would be, yeah. You can do like a modern twist on it, like Romeo and Juliet from the 90s when they had modern day music. Maybe that's a bad example. Hello, Leslie. So I was late, but right now I'm setting on my HB90 for the week, watching a YouTube video on different writing programs, just in case there's something out there that makes it easier. Yeah, we discussed that in Scroll and Scribe. People talk about like Scrivener versus Google Docs versus are you using just regular Microsoft Word? And I'm like, I'm afraid to change anything, what I'm doing. Maybe not the easiest thing, but it's working. Rita's back, reading the last 2 chapters that you wrote last week. Awesome. Carlos says, always love the Romanians and Serbians who do crazy things. Wait, you know what my favorite thing about Eurovision is? When you bring like your country's like traditional ethnic instrument into it. Okay. Azer- uh, Azerbaijan, I can't pronounce it. Last year they had their special type of like mandolin guitar thing, and I like lost my mind. Their song last year was so good. So good. Ukraine has had the Ukrainian flute, which probably has a name for it that I don't know because I get like super excited about things and I'm not good with terminology. Like if you put your country's like traditional, like ethnic cultural instruments in there, like oh my god. Okay, Electric Fields. I'll keep talking about them, but they had a didgeridoo in Milcali, one Milcali, which was like they should have made the final. It's like the best. It's like if you want to feel pumped up and excited for your day, like that should be my alarm every morning. I put that on and I'll just be like, yes, ready to do the day. But it has didgeridoo in it. And also Zachariah Fielding, who is the lead singer, they are Aboriginal, and so they will do stuff in their own like Aboriginal language sometimes. It's like amazing. I just love that. I love that about Eurovision is like I'm getting all these different like things that I wouldn't see otherwise. So anyway, that's my that's my big excitement about Eurovision. On this next sprint, I'm going to definitely finish this planner spread. This is going to be our 45-minute flow state sprint. So let's get our little box out here. Oh, Carla says Bulgarian and Serbian style kavals. Oh, I don't know. Is that what I'm talking about? Kaval instrument. I'm gonna look at a picture. Yeah, that's like a similar thing to the Ukrainian one. Mom, where are you? Have you abandoned my sprints? You know the answer to what this is called. Um, maybe it's a similar thing. I don't know if it's exactly the same, but that looks like a little bit similar. There's a picture of me, like I don't know, somebody in my best Bubba or Gigi had it. There's a picture of me like in as like a toddler with with one of those in my like little traditional Ukrainian jammies. Living the dream in the 80s, man. We had it good. We didn't know how good we had it. All right, this is gonna be our 45-minute sprint here. So let's get started on that. I will see you all on the other side of that. I'm going back to listening to my Eurovision music to get me motivated here. All right, that was our long sprint done. We have one more sprint to go. How did y'all do on that one? What were you working on? What were you up to? I almost missed the sprints coming back because, as I mentioned, I was listening to my Eurovision playlist and Cha 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 by Claudia came on, and I was like in the zone. Like I did a lot of choreography during that sprint. Yeah, and I was like really in the zone, and I was like, oh, 23 seconds. Oh, hold on, I turn it off. So I did on that sprint finish. Let me not knock my pens all over here. I did finish that planner spread, so hopefully you can see that. Well, other way, mirror, Fox, mirror. There's my planner spread for the week that we were, the first week we were on vacation. So the second week I have like, actually have 2 planner kits that I'm going to kind of like finagle together because we were in Big Sur, which is like part the forest, part the sea. So I have like a forest and a crazy, like a creepy, not creepy, spooky ethereal forest. And I have a like spooky wild coast sea kind of thing. So that's what I'm doing next. I can't believe I spent so much of that sprint just dancing. It was great. It's great for me. Julia says, definitely not feeling the court report today. Might switch to trying out the HB90 digital planner you downloaded this weekend. HB90, as y'all know, I have said it a million times, changed my life. Like, absolutely. Especially as an ADHD person, it really changed my life. But like just trying to get more organized and trying to get my thoughts in order. I can't say enough good things about the HB90. It changed my entire world. Carla headed out. She's just starting to fade. Been a long day. Yeah, you were on sprints with us 9 o'clock this morning. So yeah, it has been a long day. Rita says, finished one chapter. It's funny how we're sprinting with Fox, and the last sentence in this chapter was regarding a fox spotted in one of the main characters' backyards, which could be the reason they are all at the local coffee shop and New Age store. I mean, this fox would be at the coffee shop and local New Age store. Absolutely. Yes, I love it. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't know. I brought the fox into your story. Leslie says, working on setting up new project in Papyrusy, but I don't know what Papyrus is. I know it's a font. That's as far as it goes. Kaylee said, made more progress eating dinner now. Yeah, husband's supposed to be starting cooking. I don't know if you can hear me in the other room. He's supposed to be starting. We're just grilling tonight, and I'm so hungry. So hopefully once I'm done here, we'll be eating. Hill said, reread what I've written. I don't hate it. Yay! That's all we can ask for. That is great. Cassie's here. Hello. 2 nights in a row I've seen you here. Very nice to see you. Rita says HB90 changed your life too. Yeah, it really just, I don't know. I don't even do the full prep for it every time now. Sometimes I just kind of like jump into the planning part of it, and I don't do like the visualization and journaling as much. The journaling I usually do, but like the, write a letter to yourself and the ideal day and those kinds of things, I don't always like go fully in depth, and it still is positive effect on has a positive effect for me. Like, I don't know. It's just, Sarah knocked it out of the park with that one. There's no other way to say it. It was a great planning system. So, oh, the fox is one of the many familiars in this series that I started back in 2010 or 2012. Oh, a fox is a good familiar. Yeah, I approve of that. I like that. Leslie, another fan of HB90. Yeah, we're all in here. We're HB90 stands in this chat right now. We just love it. We think it's the best. So let's do one more. Let's do one more 25. We still got a bunch of people here and awake and working on stuff. So let's get our fox up here. Stop sharing that one. Oh no, wait a minute. We got the wrong, I think we have the wrong size. Well, let's see if we share the screen. I feel like we have the wrong little box there. Yeah, no, that didn't. I don't know what I've done, but it's not what I've wanted to do. Okay, let's go back to the first fox. Maybe. Please and thank you. There we go. Okay. Now let's share the screen. Share. Stop. Share. I'm getting into some very intense technical things. Oh, here we go. Leslie says, Papyrus is a writing program. It used to be called Papyrus Author Pro, but the new version is just Papyrus. Okay, I feel like I have heard of that at some point in my National Novel Writing Month career here. That was something that I have come across, but I don't know exactly what it is or how it works. But there are many things. We need Kay and Brandy here to be our app experts. They're good at that stuff. All right, 25 minutes. It's our final sprint of the evening. I will see you when this is over, my friends. should I put a light on? Can you see me? You can see me. Okay. I was like, should I put a light on? Okay, we're back from our final sprint. Excuse me. I do have a light here, but I think we're okay. We're finishing up anyway. So how did everybody do on the final sprint? I spent like half of that sprint looking for where I placed my planner kits that I'm using for this spread. So I don't know if you can see this. So I have two sides to this. So like this page here is the fierce mirror, the fierce sea, and this is the spooky forest. So the two sides of Big Sur. We stayed on the coast, and it was beautiful, stunning, breathtaking. But we did do some of the redwood hikes too. So I was like, I'll use both of these. So I don't know how it's going to turn out when it's done. Like right now, I just have like the basics, like the layout, basic layout of it. I haven't put anything in yet, but we're getting there. I thought I'd get these all done tonight, and I don't know. I'm doing better than I was yesterday, but I'm still just like the distraction level is very high right now. So we're getting there. Anybody want to check in real quick before we head out for the night? Cassie said, nothing done, but watched YouTube videos. I mean, that was something. You watched videos, so that was like entertainment. It was good. Mom said she got a few more paragraphs written and some more research. Awesome. I also listened to more Eurovision songs. So let's get the schedule pulled up for tomorrow, actually, so I can tell you all what we are looking at. I know one of the Sarah D, tomorrow had to cancel. So she is normally Monday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern. She had to cancel. So Kay is on at 8:30 tomorrow morning Eastern time. Rita is on at noon, and Jody Jean Tracy is on at 8 p.m. Those are all Eastern time for tomorrow. Again, like this information is always going to be in the description box of the streams. I'm here every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 9:30ish on Eastern time. Again, everything is Eastern time. When I was out on the West Coast, I was like, okay, I have to do math because I always tell everybody Eastern time, but now I'm in Pacific time. So I'm going to tell them Eastern time, but it's not the time that it is here. Time zone math. Like I have friends who live in Australia. I have friends who live on the West Coast here, friends who live, whatever the other one is when you go even further east. Like, so to try to keep everything straight, I try to do my time zone math, but it doesn't always work. So Leslie was working on fleshing out your antagonist a bit, and that's about all. That's a lot. I don't want to hear anybody saying all I did was, because what you did was great, and I'm proud of you, and I am so proud of everybody, and I believe in everybody and all that you are doing. Everybody says, thanks for hosting. You're welcome. Thanks for being here. 430 words, Hills. Awesome job. Y'all did great. It was a long weekend. Double down day was a lot yesterday. You all made it through. You were here today. I saw people in sprints all throughout the day. Everybody is crushing it. I'm so proud of you all. So thank you all for being here with me. I'm going to go get some dinner and some more water. And yeah, I'm just glad to see you all. So you did a great job. Remind yourself that you are worth it. You're doing awesome.